What's going on, guys? It is Brad, or DemonAsylum here. I'm bringing you all a new Destiny video. Like I'm sure most of you already know, update 1.1.2 is now live, and it brought a bunch of changes and additions to the game. I'm going to go through a whole list of all of those things for you guys and give some details as well as some of my own opinions regarding a few of them. It won't be the most entertaining video, but between the gameplay and me trying to keep it entertaining, hopefully most of you guys can stick around. If you're someone who doesn't want to go and read all the updates, or you just don't know where to find them, this is for you. You guys can listen to this while you're doing something else. So to start here with the spotlight improvements and additions, these are the main things, or some of the big things that they were promoting, or not really promoting, just talking about and telling people were going to be in the update before it actually came out. Vault capacity increased to 24 armor slots, 36 weapon slots, and 24 general slots. Disabled gear comparison in Vault on Xbox 360 and PS3 platforms to account for additional slot memory. So basically, on the old gen consoles, obviously they're not as strong as the new gen consoles. Therefore, to give more vault space on those consoles, they had to take something away, and what they took away was the ability to compare items inside the vault. Not really a big deal in my opinion anyway. For colorblind support, they added colorblind support, for highly color-driven gameplay elements. So for colorblind people, they added support for those people in terms of the color-driven things in the game, such as motion trackers, loot drops, shield energy, and item categories, so that they can distinguish between those things better. Audio controls are now available in the settings menu, and overall volume control, it looks like, and then also music toggling, having the ability to turn it on and off if you like. Item lock now allows players to prevent gear and weapon items from being accidentally dismantled. A lot of people were complaining that, maybe from kids or pets and such, that certain items in theirs were getting dismantled. So Bungie added in a lock that I think you put on items by pressing down the analog stick. I'm not sure if it's left or right, probably left, but I believe that's what I read prior to the update coming out. That's what you were going to have to do. Regardless, it locks your item and makes it so it cannot be dismantled. The purple ball has been reborn in the tower as an interactive sphere with a parallax energy core that grows with object velocity and tints based off time of day. I know nothing of this. I've heard nothing of this, so I'll have to check that out, and basically you guys can do the same. For weapons in general, we have fixed a bug that caused a player to lose ammo when switching weapons while dead, fixed a bug where ammo consumables did not reliably replenish ammo, Pocket Infinity the exotic fusion rifle, behavior is less likely to fail during edge case conditions, Fourth Horseman exotic shotgun, which is a PlayStation exclusive, weapon stats restored to original intended values, and the values got messed up, for those who don't know, from the update 1.1 that came out and buffed shotguns all around. For weapon perks, we have updated Thorn's first-person player feedback poison effect. White Nail perk no longer triggers on immune targets. Defensive reflex for the Don't Touch Me exotic gauntlets for the Hunter perk no longer triggers on throwing knives. Performance bonus ammo on fusion rifles reduced to match shotguns and sniper rifles, and fixed an issue introduced in 1.1.1 that allowed Icebreaker exotic sniper rifle to persist ammo after respawn. For the world updates, we have players can now choose to wear their helmets in social spaces such as the tower. Quest loot pyramid baubles are now easier to spot. Added quest indicator badges to the tower when a quest is either completed or ready to turn in. Increased Crotus Bane reputation rewards on Eris Morn's bounties. Fixed a bug where major thralls had 2 jaws and 2 left hands. Fixed a bug where players' equipped items did not receive experience from completing missions. Fixed a bug where the Black Garden level 30 featured story was incorrectly listed as level 28. And fixed a bug where heavy ammo consumables were not available for purchase from Xur. For strike updates, we have the Cerberus Fae 3, that is the Mars strike that is on Xbox and PlayStation. Valista Arc, which is the boss of the strike, strength has been reduced by 33%. Reduce the number of major combatants in the Valista Arc fight. So the boss of the Valista Arc Mars Strike has had his health reduced by 33%, and the number of major enemies in that boss fight have been lowered as well. For the Dust Palace Mars Strike, which is a PlayStation exclusive, the Dust Palace Strike reduced the number of major combatants in the Peon Flayer fight, which is the boss of the strike, and then lowered the strength on the Peon Flayer's shield. So they reduced the number, basically the same thing as the Cerberus Fae 3 strike. They reduced the number of major combatants in the boss fight, and also lowered the strength, not the health, of the boss for that fight as well. For raids, there's a lot of really good changes here, but arguably most of which I think already should have been in the game. I guess we should just be happy that they're in here now. But to start us here for the Vault of Glass, Vault of Glass will no longer display a highlighted activity notification despite players' best efforts to remove it. Fixed a bug where splash damage could penetrate the Aegis bubble, and that is the bubble at the end when you're fighting Atheon, whoever's using the relic. I guess you can also use that when you're doing the Templar fight, but regardless, it's the bubble you put up when you're doing either of those two fights. And then shield relic melee attacks now land Minotaurs more consistently, as a lot of the time when you tried to hit them, it just would not register whatsoever, and a lot of the time it got you killed, unfortunately, in the process. Improved issues associated with walking through the portal. I believe that refers to if you walk through the portal when fighting Atheon, you know, if you walk through the Venus portal or the Mars portal, say you're inside and you try to walk out, it will just kind of darken everything, but it'll keep you in the same area. It won't actually bring you out of the portal, so I'm pretty sure that's what that refers to. Hopefully it fixed it. Also, a lot of the time when you had multiple people walk through the portal, it would mess up for at least one of those people. So hopefully all that's fixed now. But over to Crota's end, Crota will now wait until fully standing before a sword attack. I'm sure most of us have had issues with this before. You know, before he even fully stands, he's coming back up from the person who was just hitting him, whoever's running sword, and he's able to just instantly hit him even before he's already fully stood up. Fixed a bug where the sword immediately despawned after killing a sword bearer. That always made it so you had to wipe the run, and it sucked when it was, you know, later in the run and you only had to hit him a couple more times. Swords will now last a full 30 seconds after being picked up. Of course, that's another thing. You know, a lot of the time it would actually despawn in the hands of the holder before a 30 seconds or a full 30 seconds had gone by. Now on to PvP updates. For general, we have greatly reduced the weighting of Blind Watch and Firebase Stealthy in Control, Iron Banner, and Inferno Control playlist. I believe Blind Watch and Firebase Stealthy are maps. I literally play no PvP whatsoever, and greatly reduced the weighting. Maybe it means like the amount of times you end up playing the map or something. I really don't know anything about PvP, so if I'm completely wrong with that, you know, don't lash out at me for it. Fixed a bug where a player that was killed by an enemy could commit suicide and be revived for points. Fixed a bug that prevented players from receiving points for neutralizing a control zone. Fixed a bug where capture points were not properly disabled after the game ends. Added incremental revive timers to skirmish and salvage. Each time a teammate revives you, it takes longer before you can be revived again. Currently plus 5 seconds each revive. Stopping power now requires shotgun kills instead of sprees. Target practice now requires hand cannon kills instead of sprees. Electrocutioner now requires fusion rifle kills instead of sprees. I think those are probably medals. For maps, we have Anomaly added invisible physics over the pool table to keep people from hiding. Shores of Time added kill volume to the open edge of A, the control zone A, I'm assuming. Cave in to keep players from hiding. And then the Burning Shrine moved to the spawn point to fix camera view. For ammunition, crates are now visible for all players long before they are available to pick up, with a countdown timer added to show when they will arrive. Guardians no longer drop special ammo on death. Lowered the amount of special ammo picked up from crates from 50% down to 25% now. Special ammo crates respawn time raised from 45 seconds to 120 seconds. Increased drop radius when a friendly picks up a special crate from 20 meters to 100 meters. Slightly increased interaction time on special ammo crate from 0.1 seconds to 0.8 seconds. Reduced the number of special crates on the maps and relocated them from 6 to 8 crates to 3 to 5 crates. Special and heavy ammo bricks now despawn when the player dies, or on a timer, 20 seconds for special and 30 seconds for heavy. Heavy ammo now lets everyone know which player or faction picked up ammo, and increased warning time on heavy ammo from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Then we have some UI updates here. New visual treatment to quest nodes and nodes that involve quest activities or steps. Players can now click the left stick to hide the UI when inspecting items for screenshotting and sharing purposes. Fixed a bug where precision kills did not appear correctly in the PGCR. And UI flyouts are now easier to navigate, i.e. Amazon flyout menu. For audio, fixed an issue where stealth vandal audio was being suppressed by gunfire or other loud sounds. Titan Word of Dawn now has audio indicators at low energy, so players can more easily read when it will time out. That's pretty cool. Players walking into enemy Wards of Dawn now hear a sound when blindness is applied. And then over to companion updates, which is, I'm assuming, the companion app for Destiny. Fixed issue where Combined Arms Grimoire card was pointing to the wrong unlock conditions. Fixed issue where Grimoire cards were awarding the incorrect number of Grimoire points. For technical updates, we have fixed a rare soft lock when a player's internet connection drops, and clarified error that displays when user has insufficient hard drive space. Then finally, better handling of rest mode / resume on PlayStation 4. So those are all the changes and additions that came along with update 1.1.2. If you're someone who's still watching the video at this point or even just listening, I do commend you and really appreciate it. It's nice to have any amount of you guys stick around this long for a video that's simply just, information based and, let's be honest, kind of boring. So again, I do really appreciate that, and hopefully this big update can really make the game more enjoyable in a lot of different ways like update 1.1.1 did, and hold us over until the next DLC comes out. That's about it for this video though, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed or at least found it informative. If so, feel free to drop a like on it down below and subscribe for many more Destiny videos to come. Thanks for watching, everybody, and peace out.